Hi, my name is Antonis and I'm the iconographer of this video. Today I want to share with you some thoughts on how to become a better iconographer, how to improve your skills and go deeper in this beautiful, amazing, sacred art. While I'm doing this, you will see me painting the holy face of Virgin Mary. This is a short version. You can find the full version, which is about 2 hours, a 2-hour video, on my Patreon page. Thank you all my patrons for supporting me there. I truly appreciate that. And visit my page there. You can find exclusive videos along with the process of painting the face of Virgin Mary as you see it here. Now, the first thing I would suggest, and I do suggest for my students, is to practice a lot, to paint a lot, spend much time every day in their studio. This is the only way to improve and become better. Even if you have the greatest teacher in the world, he or she cannot really help you if you don't spend some time in before your easel in your studio. So do practice a lot. Try to avoid all the distractions we have coming from our virtual life, from our cell phones, our messages we get there. Try to close everything if you can for a little and get into this deep concentration mode that will allow you to improve and become better as an iconographer. Now, the second thing I would suggest to my students is to understand the color theory. Of course, knowing how to draw, know the basics of drawing, and then understanding how color works, which colors are transparent, which are less transparent, and how to use the egg tempera solution, how to use the brushes, how to go darker in value, how to go lighter in value, create more saturated colors, create less saturated colors, etc. It's important to understand the color theory, and this will definitely help you making the decisions you need in order to paint a beautiful, better icon. Now, the third very important thing you need in order to become a better iconographer and improve as an artist is to see older icons, the icons painted by the masters, and especially you can this will help you if you saw these icons from up close in person. Of course, many of you don't have access to great museums or monasteries and churches that accommodate great icons, but try, if you live in a place where the access is hard, try to travel a little to a parish, an Orthodox parish, where you can find some icons. It doesn't really matter if you are in that state where you can't find icons in a museum. It doesn't really matter if the icons are painted by not a great iconographer or an iconographer with lower skills. It's important to just see the icon as an object from up close and try to analyze it, understand what's going on, and compare this work to yours. It's really important. Now, a major tip that I share with my students is to visit, of course, museums and churches where they accommodate beautiful icons of the past. And if they do so, I advise them to not just visit the museums and see the icons, but if they know which museum they will visit, they should learn which icons are accommodated there, and if possible try to make a copy of an icon that you will see when you visit the museum. Bring the icon you painted with you and do some comparisons on the actual icon of the master that you see in the museum and your copy, your study. This comparison will truly affect you. It will truly make you understand what you see on the icon and what corrections you should do in order to resemble a little bit more to the work of the masters. So, hi, I'm Antonis, and I'm proud to present you my online course in iconography, Paint an Icon with Me. This course will help you become a better iconographer, and it will help you be more confident when talking and presenting your artwork. It will make you understand in depth the studio practices of a professional iconographer like me, and you will get accustomed to what great iconography looks like. So learn in a simple and organized way everything you need about the materials, mediums, and techniques in order to make a beautiful icon. Paint with me the icon of Christ and learn how to paint better any icon you wish. I will see you at the studio. Try to incorporate this education of visiting museums and monasteries and compare the icons you see there to yours. It's really a great way to improve as an iconographer. Thank you so much at this point for being here and trying to understand what I'm talking about. It's really nice, and the comments I get from each video are truly amazing. I'm humbled by your presence in this channel, so again, thank you so much. Again, if you are interested in the process of painting this face of Virgin Mary, follow me on patreon.com and support me there if you like. I will explain the process step by step. I will explain how I mix colors on my palette in detail, and I will try to be as thorough and explanatory as possible. Now, another thing that I suggest to my students is to be in the spirit of curiosity, to learn iconography in the spirit of curiosity, and trying to become better with every icon. It's good to know that there is always a space for improvement, that we can always become better, and it's always to understand that many things we don't even get into our heads, in our minds. There is a whole world that we don't even suspect in iconography and art in general, and it's good to be curious about this unknown world and see if we can get a glimpse of that world. Sometimes I see iconographers who get into a nice quality level of painting, and then they will stay into that level forever. They will become stagnant in their artwork. This happens because they don't truly search to improve themselves. They believe they have reached the top level of learning iconography, and this is just not true. There is always something to learn, something to improve. Try to critique your work in a way that is helpful. Try to understand the strong areas of your iconography painting and the weaker areas of your iconography painting. Don't be so harsh, but try to be objective and see what your weak points are, and always try to improve those. Now, even if you are in a very good level in iconography, there's always the challenge of enriching this tradition of iconography in a way that, of course, doesn't come forcefully, but evolves organically with your style of painting. So it's good to be always curious in, as I said, in iconography, not only in the area of icon painting, but in painting as art in general, and trying to paint sometimes differently, in a different way, more naturalistically, by observing life, observing what's some visual elements, and trying to understand them better, and explore all this visual richness that surrounds us. By painting in a naturalistic way, we will understand better the potential of our materials. We will understand better how to depict the world around us, and this will definitely inform and affect the way we paint icons as well. So these are some of the thoughts that I have in becoming a better iconographer. Thank you again all so much for being here. I hope you'll enjoy this video, you'll learn something, or you'll be inspired to stay more in the studio. This, I would say, is the strongest, the most important tip, to paint a little bit more, and the rest just let it be. So thank you again, stay healthy and creative, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye.